Hi there, Frank Ray, attorney with Chesapeake Wilson Trust. Here today to talk to you about the Maryland Register of Wills forms, what you need to know before filing. If you're watching this on YouTube, make sure to click the like button and subscribe to our channel. Hit the notification bell so you know when we're pushing out more content to you on topics just like this that'll help you. All right, the Maryland Register of Wills. Before you walk in, there's a couple of things I want you to know about what to expect about the forms and what you're going to need to bring with you. The first thing is I want to talk about the paperwork that you need to bring. You definitely have to go in prepared, otherwise you're just going to have a quick trip in and you're going to be right back out to go back home to pick up some of these important papers. Number one, you need to have an original will. That means one with an original signature. They're not going to be happy about just taking a copy, so make sure to locate an original signature will. Also bring with you 7 copies of the death certificate. That may seem like a lot, but you're going to be giving out a lot of these original copies along the way. So whenever you can, only give them a copy to make a copy of. Try and retain your originals as long as possible. You're also, when you go down, you're going to want to bring with you copies of the car titles and the originals of the title itself. You're going to need to bring with you all of the funeral bills and expenses and a copy of the funeral contract. It's also going to be really helpful if you bring with you the first time you go down the names and addresses of all the interested persons. Now, I know that's a term of art. That basically means people who may be getting something out of the will, or even people who the decedent may owe a debt to. Number 2 thing I want you to know about filing the forms with the Maryland Register of Wills. File as soon as possible. The longer you wait, the longer it's going to take. Remember, these things have to be open for at least 6 months to give creditors notice, so the sooner you open it, the sooner it closes. The other really important thing, the reason I want you to go down quickly, the sooner you get those letters of administration, which means the court paperwork that actually appoints you as the personal representative, the sooner you can go to the banks and create estate accounts. That means you'll get access to the decedent's money, which means you'll be able to continue making those house payments, continue making the insurance payments. You're going to be able to maintain the assets of the estate. That's critically important. The third thing I want you to keep in mind with dealing with the Register of Wills, knowing what forms you need to fill out and what to expect, is I want you to have an idea of the rough assets of the estate. Now, there are 2 different kinds of estate in Maryland. There's a small estate that's basically less than $50,000 or up to $100,000 if the spouse is the sole heir. And then there's a regular estate that covers pretty much everything else. Keep in mind, you're going to have at least a rough idea of the amount of assets and of that structure when you go down, so you can make sure you're filling out the right paperwork. I want to thank you for spending a couple of minutes watching this video. Hopefully you've learned more about the Register of Wills. You know more about what to expect when filling out the forms. For a little help with your probate situation, make sure to click on the link below, get a free copy of our probate guide.